Hey, it's skyscraper here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So today we're back. We're playing some more Roblox. I'm back on Garden Incremental today. So I'll be playing this a bit more. And it's because at the moment for me, Dungeons Incremental 2 is completely broken. There's a few players where if you're in a certain level of the game, you just can't progress. And I feel that it's pointless to make a video on because they're going to fix it anyway. And I don't want to make a big deal out of it because if they fix it for me but don't fix it for everybody else, that's not right to me. So I'm just going to leave it until they fix it and then revisit that game once the issue has been addressed inside of the next update, as they've acknowledged it in a Discord post. But for now, sadly, I just can't do too much with it. But anyway, we're on this. This is a very good game. I really do enjoy this game at the moment. And as you can see, we are pretty much Prestige 1. Well, we are Prestige 1. I'm able to reincarnate for the 25th time even. My brain's already not working, but my game is, so that's good at least. And we can just simply do that. And I can give some advice. I could make a video on a guide if you want to see it. The best way to progress, because at the end of the day, it's just really knowing what to do in these games. And I feel that I've progressed relatively fast. I only did the Prestige yesterday. I was going to record a video. I just wasn't feeling up for it. And Tuesdays are always like a difficult day to record on anyway. That's why you typically don't see too many videos on Tuesdays at the moment, unless they are pre-recorded, which most of them aren't. I typically just record the day of and then post them like within the hour or two after I do record them, usually within the hour. I pretty much record them and then get into it. But anyway, enough yapping. Let's get into the gameplay then. So what we can do is quickly check this. We didn't get any more of the ore. So let's just do the final rebirth, or the reincarnation even, and see exactly what everything is all about, because realistically we can now farm runes and everything else, because I do need to get my runes back up. When you do prestige, it does reset them, so that is something to consider before you do prestige. You will lose every rune. So in this case, all my secrets and mythics and everything did get reset, so whatever you would traditionally keep, they do get wiped, so just keep that one in mind. So we've already got enough of that. I know I can buy the oil already. I can use the oil already for some reason, so I guess it doesn't always reset the oil. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's probably to do with one of the challenges, I'd imagine, because more often than not you keep your oil, and then that means you can just simply go back to the next world straight away, or to the mining world straight away, which is where all the new content is. So it's not a bad idea. I don't know if it's deliberate or not, because on one of them it doesn't happen. Maybe it's done by design like that. I'm not really too sure, but we don't need to overanalyze it because you can get back here very quickly anyway. I did manage to get this. It only took a few shots, and yeah, but I got it. I wanted it and I got it. And yeah, we're not going to talk about how many, but I did get it. So I'm happy about that one. And now you can see there's this under my name, and that probably says everything you need to know about that interaction in the last segment. But hey, it's what it is. And it's just the way it is, I guess. So what we can do then is we can simply go ahead and just see with... We can go with a... Yeah, let's get this area going. And now we can go here and just start upgrading everything. Again, if you want me to make a guide on quick progression through every single reincarnation, just let me know. And I'm more than happy to do it, because again, it's just knowing what to do and which upgrades to prioritize, because there's only need to focus on certain upgrades each time. And if you're not focusing on them, you're basically wasting your own time. So unless you're trying to get runes, I guess, then there might be some benefit to it. However, again, they're still quite selective too, and you need to make the most out of it in order to progress as quickly as you can. So we've maxed everything out straight away, very easy to do. Let's just simply go in with all of this stuff. We'll get some sand first before I can even do that. And there we go. I did accidentally upgrade that, but it doesn't matter because the next upgrade is 400 bill. I only had like, what, 100 at the time, so, you know, it's all good regardless. So that's not going in the background. We'll leave that be. We can come over to fossils and just start generating some. I don't really care how many I generate. I just like to keep it going because why not? Upgrades are upgrades, right? And then we can come over here. If you don't have the oil already, you can just try and upgrade whatever you can with it. If you do have the oil already, then of course just upgrade it. So yeah, that's what you need. You need oil to make oil. That's the advice I'll give you in that aspect. And then once you've got oil, you can of course use it to make more. So runes play a big part. As you can see, the Sun God rune is game changing. Realistically, it is considered the like secret or the hidden rune in this one, and it does give you 5 times oil for each time you do it or get it even. So really good to see that, and that's what you do need. So we've pretty much completed this world. I know I can upgrade these more, but realistically, who even cares? My better points are still maxed out from Prestige 0 because it doesn't reset them. I know I can buy this and I'll just get this with time. That's not a priority right now, so it doesn't really matter too much. And if you're wondering why my oil gain is so low, it's because you do need to drop back to previous worlds, because as you can see, we can buy up another 200 levels right there. We can come over here and see if we can get any of these. It looks like they're already upgrading automatically anyway for the amount I currently do have. And then we can do this once, do this, get the plus 159 right there, or whatever it was, 149 even. Not too shabby. And there we go, 344 right there. So good to see that. We can do the same in the winter world. And then there is 1 or 2 upgrades in here too. All you need to do is run over to this board, do this, upgrade to max. I only do it once because it doesn't really matter. At this point, you should be able to passively generate tiers. And then whatever tier I get, I just put into the machine just to get the boosts going again. And that's the play behind that. Lastly, over here, if this isn't automated, you will need to farm it manually. Luckily for me, it's automated. I can't tell you what did it. Maybe it's to do with the prestige. I'd imagine that's the case because I'm sure it wasn't automated before. So I just now leave that one be. But if you've not got it automated, just buy like, I usually bought up to tier 20 on it. I know there's like 500 levels, but you just need a bit of a boost from it because they all do merge together. And it does help significantly getting back to 1QN. So by that point, you should be back to 1QN right now. This is the mine world, and all you need to do is pretty much just try to max out your money as quickly as possible. So what I typically do is I sell everything that isn't used for a pickaxe. So for pickaxes, you do need stone. Initially, you just need some cash. So if I come over here, there we go. So we've got a bit of cash. This one requires stone. This one requires iron. This one requires nickel. This one requires silver, gold, and ruby. So they're the ores you do need to keep. You can watch that back. Whenever you do get them, you can just lock them in the store, in the shop, so you don't sell them. And that way, you can just keep farming them without really worrying about selling the wrong thing. Because, trust me, I'm sure we've all been there before at some point in their life. But anyway, what we'll do then is we will go ahead and start buying some upgrades because it's what I do need. Typically what I do first is buy the ore multiplier because that's a really good one to have. I do the respawn speed, I do the pickaxe speed, and then I come over to damage and then money. So that's the order I typically do it. I purposely don't upgrade luck because it gets to a point where your luck is too high and your pickaxe is lacking, and then you can't really farm what you need because your stats are, the ores are too strong, if that makes sense, for your damage, and it's not really good to be in that position. So I hold off on luck. I'll show you my luck guide in a second, or I'll just tell you about it as I progress. All you basically have to do is just refer back to this video to watch it, and yeah, it's going to give you a good idea. So what you want to do on this prestige is just sell everything you don't need. However, because what we do need to do is actually get to the Minify level 1, which is the first step. So now we just need clay and salt. So when we get them, we'll be doing a Minify right away. And then that should be beneficial to us because it gives me extra stats and everything else. So we need about 50 clay and we need 5 salt. So I will quickly wait for this. When it does come on in, I will be back. I'm not going to touch anything else. Everything's going to remain the same. And I'm just going to leave this running for now. And we've already got the salt. We're slowly getting the clay already, actually. I don't even need to make the edit. So we're just getting the clay right now. Should only take a second or two. And then I know you can get workers and other things, but this is the strategy that works best for me. So we'll be sticking to that. So, I mean, you can buy workers and stuff if you wish. I mean, by the time I run over, I'll probably just get the clay anyway, so it probably won't even make that much of a difference. Obviously, it's RNG at the end of the day. We did get some right there, coincidentally. And now we just need one more break. So when we get one more clay break, we should be good to go. I can upgrade this as well. I didn't realize I didn't even have it. We're still on 69. I thought that was it there, but it was iron. And now we do need one more. Again, more iron. The game's giving me tons of iron when I don't really need it. I know I could buy the pickaxe upgrade, but we're going to Minify anyway when we do get one more set of clay. And stop giving me iron, please. I get iron when I don't need it or don't want it, but I don't get it when I do need it. And there we go. So we've got it. So I'll just run over to the board for the sake of the video. So as you can see, the requirements are here. You just need some cash, stone, clay, granite, whatever, iron and salt. And then you can unlock all these buffs as well as get more rare ores and unlock workers. So, okay, workers were Minify 1. Shows how much I know, I guess. But anyway, jokes aside, was I even joking? Not really. But but anyway, let's just keep going. So we're back to square one. Minify does reset everything. So this one is slightly different. All you need to do on this one is just go to the Minify, and then you just want to farm a bit of stone. And then once you've got some stone, make sure it's locked because you don't want to sell it. At this point, just sell everything else, buy the default pickaxe upgrade, the wooden pickaxe, and then now you've got a bunch of cash. So what you can do is do the same upgrades or pickaxe speed. You can go with the respawn speed, damage, and the multiplier for cash. And the purpose of this is you want to try to get some more. What have we got? We've got a boost. Nice. Make sure you claim your masteries as well. They're good to have. So again, if your luck is a bit lower than mine, you could possibly buy the first luck upgrade on ore, but is it worth it? That's up to you to decide, and it could be detrimental or it could be the best thing you can ever do. I don't really know the numbers to the ore ratios, so I can't really advise specific luck amounts. I just go what works for me best, and this is what works for me best, so I'm sharing it with you guys so you can hopefully learn a thing or two as well. So, clay has been achieved, or acquired even. Let's go with this. We'll buy this. We don't have any iron yet, which is actually quite surprising. So, I thought we would have had some iron by now. I guess not. So, maybe we won't get any anytime soon. And it looks like we're not going to. Well, we were getting a ton of iron a second ago, and now we're not even getting any, which is quite crazy to think. Because I'm pretty sure I have the same upgrades as before in terms of luck and everything else, because we had 0. And if anything, we have better luck now from the Minify upgrade. So, bizarre. I guess it's all RNG. I mean, that's all it is at the end of the day. It's just all random. But, yeah. So, what we'll do then is we're not going to get iron. We'll just start the ball rolling. Is that iron right there? No, it isn't. And what you want to do is do this. So I probably did it a bit too early, but what you can do with this is get some upgrades. This is dust. And then you just want to upgrade the ore multiplier first. I always max it out personally. And then I do quite like to do more dust as well. We'll go for more damage. We'll go for more cash. And then I just dump everything else into... Typically I go with these two first because it's just good to have those upgraded as high as possible. And then worker XP, I'm not really too bothered because I'm not going to get workers anytime soon anyway. I don't think. I never really do until I'm happy with where I am. But when we don't get iron, what difference does it make? I'm joking. But, I mean, we can get them. There's no harm in getting them. I know I've just contradicted myself. We'll just get them right there. So, okay, we definitely will get them. So let's run over. I'll just buy them for the sake of it. I know I've got these upgrades on them already. You can just roll them here. I did get Chill Miner luckily earlier as well, so that's pretty nice. You just want one of the rare ones. I mean, it's whatever works best for you. I quite like hit speed more than anything. I don't know if that's the right upgrade to get or not, but either way, we'll just make it work. And now we can get these upgrades back again because when I did use the dust machine, the refiner even, it did actually reset everything, so we did need to get our upgrades back, which we've now done. So let's go into our inventory. We are not getting any iron, unfortunately, which is rather strange, to say the least. And we'll just quickly roll 1 or 2 of these, just for the sake of it. I mean, I'd get these if you can. If you want to AFK them, you can always do so. And we're not getting any iron. Oh, talk of the devil. There we go. So we've now got some iron. Let's craft the pickaxes. And we do have stone. We can now try and get the nickel one. We currently have 41. And of course, the more you get, more ore you get, the easier it is. I farmed a few runes earlier off camera in my last run. And I did get some of these already, which is quite nice. The ruby one is really good. This one right here. So you do want to try and max that one out if you can, or just get a lot of it. And again, this eclipse one is really good too. In fact, they're all really good. Just farm them all at some point. And then, yes, you should be good to go in that aspect. So what we can do then is see where we're at with nickel. We have not got any more since. And then as soon as we can get some more, we will probably not even really bother, I don't think. I think we'll just go for this upgrade right here this time. We only need chromium, uranium, and zinc. Oh, nickel as well. So we'll leave it running for a minute. I'm just going to quickly farm off camera. It shouldn't really take too long. And in fact, yeah, what do we need? We just need nickel really, don't we? Nickel and a few others. So we'll leave it going. It'll only just take a minute or two. I just did blast my desk with my elbow if you wondered what that noise was, if you even heard it, but it's all good. So we'll leave this running. I'll be back shortly. And then I'll check in with you guys in a few minutes once we've hopefully got a few more ores. Alright guys, so it's been a minute or two. I just thought I'd leave it running for a second. We'll just quickly check back in to see where I am. And let's quickly see. So we just need some chromium and zinc. How much zinc do I have? 41. Wow, okay, I thought I'd have a bit more actually. I'm not going to lie, but again, why is it we're not working? There we go. We're back in action. So we'll just wait for this to continue. It'll only take like a minute or two, I'm sure, at the rate it's going. So I think I've got every upgrade I can buy. Let's just buy like some luck just for the sake of it. It should hopefully help now, because we've already got our iron. I didn't realize I was lacking luck, and that's probably making a difference. As you can see, we've already got chromium, and now what was it, zinc that we needed, I think. So where are we? Oh, we've already got it. So there we go. So we've got both. Luck is important when you actually need rarer ores. So there we go. We've now hit Minify 2. Really happy to see that. And now what we will do is start the process all over again. But what happens is it does actually keep your dust upgrades. So we should probably get to dust. We need to max out dust because it's probably a good idea to get that maxed if I can. And then it's done, if that makes sense. I don't need to revisit it at some point. So we won't be doing that because it's already done. So I believe Minify 3 is the max at the moment, at the time this video is going to be released. So we will quickly get this today, hopefully, because there's a brand new update coming out today. They're doing like a 500k event. So I want to try and get this video out prior to that, because then I can hopefully get a video out on that as well. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. We'll just have to see what happens. But either way, I will be covering it. So what we can do then is we can go with some... I do need dust this time, so I will be, because I'm prioritizing dust, we're just going to go for these, and I'm going to upgrade luck right away, I think, because I just need some dust. I only need about 150 mil, I think, so nothing really too crazy or anything, because I've got a decent amount of ores and stuff already, and boosts even, multipliers, that's the word I'm looking for, so we can just go with that. I probably have it now already, that magnetize, whatever it's called. Yeah, there we go, easy peasy. So we smashed that one out of the park, really easy to see. And now we can just drop back to the spawn area. And now it does reset all of these as well. I just want to check one thing actually. So let's just get some cash. We're going to purposely buy the wrong upgrade. Okay, we can't even do it because I'm not unlocking stone, because no, my luck, I'll accidentally sell the stone. And then, yeah, it's just going to be a nightmare. I mean, stone's not really the end of the world. You can just turn your or luck off and you're pretty much good to go. So we've got 6 trill cash. Let's upgrade rune luck to max. Let's say I just bought the wrong upgrade by accident. Now you're freaking out. You didn't want to do that. I mean, what you could do is just hit the dust machine, refine the dust, and then it will just give you a bit of dust. It will reset everything over here because it's a bit below it. And then you've got your ore luck back to 0 again. It resets your pickaxe. It resets everything like that. So that's something to consider, by the way. It's a pro tip, I guess, because I don't know how many people do that. And I did have to do it once the other day off camera, but again, it's a good tip to know. So you can always just do that if needed, and you can just reset this station back to scratch and back to the default, and then you have the opportunity to do everything again. If you're in my case where your ore is too strong and you can't do anything, you can actually just run over to this button, reset it, and it gives you something more aligned to your current level of luck. So in my case, my current luck is 2 times, or 2.04, sorry. And in this case, it gave me something that's more in line with what I actually have, aligned to what I have. So good to know, if you didn't. And now we can just start the farming process again. So we'll just upgrade the things, no particular order. I mean, actually there is. I do go with this one first because the more ore you can get, the easier the game is. And ore makes the world go around in this case. So let's keep that going. We can actually look to try and get some iron right now. So game, if you're listening, please, I just need some iron. Thank you very much. 1 iron, please. Iron, iron, iron. Iron gives me everything I need, please. Come on. Nope. Okay, I guess not. So sadly, we're not getting any iron, which isn't the end of the world. I mean, it's... Oh, there we go. Perfect. So there we go. We get it. So now we just need nickel again. And then that should be quite beneficial because it means we can start farming for the long game. And then as soon as we can, I will show you the plan. And you just upgrade your luck based on the different things you need. So I will now go for 1 level of luck when I do need nickel. And as you can see, we did get some already. I only need 1 more upgrade for it because my runes are quite high, luckily. So be sure to farm runes at some points because you do need them. So we do need 1 more nickel drop, and hopefully we can get it soon. Oh, we get gold already, which is quite nice. But sadly, my other gold runes did get reset, so I don't really get as much as I used to anymore because I was getting loads at a drop. But again, you can easily farm that back. So where are we? We do need still 1 more nickel drop, which is annoying, but again, we can make it work. So as soon as we can get nickel, we can already get the next one and stuff, which is easy. So it should be good though, because I mean, we should be good to go. So have we got it yet? I have not. Come on, give me my nickel game. What do I even need? I mean, do we go for the luck upgrade? Yeah, we do. Let's risk it all. Alright, so we'll go for the luck upgrade right now. Come on, give me 1 nickel, please. 1 nickel ore, please. No. Okay, there we go. Mike theory. So, so we do get it straight away. We can now go for the silver upgrade as well. And then now we do need gold. So with gold, we did manage to pick up 1 rune of it already for 42. And in this case, what we will do is my gold should be locked already. So we will go ahead and sell everything because I don't need anything else. We don't need nickel or anything like that. Sorry, we don't need dust. We now need runes and everything else. So we've got a bunch of cash. Let's just max everything out. And then there we go. However, we're going to be leaving the rune luck as it is for the second because we're going to come on over here. We're going to buy the workers this time. And then we are going to farm this because as you can see, the glow rune does actually end up giving me a gold multiplier. So we're going to farm this for a second and then I'm going to show you the difference. I'll leave it for like a minute, maybe 2. And then I'll be back in just a second once we've got some of the rune. As you can see, we're getting a lot of it because rune bulk does really help. Try and increase your rune bulk if you can. You can always do it through masteries, which are at the station over there. But I'll cover that again in just a second. So I'll quickly farm this. We'll get to like, I don't even know, 5 or 10 times or something crazy. And then I'll be right back once I've gone ahead and got that. So it's been like a minute or 2. We've got to 6 times gold, which is quite nice. So now we will just farm this. We do have ruby as well, which is actually the last ore you need for the final pickaxe. So I'll try and max that one out as well if you can, because it should help. And we do get 540, which is crazy because as you can see from my runes, we do get 10 times, which means I am getting a very good amount because I farmed it earlier on for about, I think 20 odd minutes, 25 minutes. So not too bad at all. So what we'll do then is we do need some more gold. We've got 84 still, so we've not had any since I farmed the rune. And as soon as I can get some, we can hopefully buy the upgrade. Because that's what we need. We may need like 1 or 2 more, but I mean, it should be fine. Because as soon as I can get some, we now know how much we'll actually be getting from it. I'm just going to get this as well for the sake of it quickly, just for a second. And then the other one, oh, we're getting a close. And the other one over here as well, just for a second, just so we've got some of the basic ones. I know it probably won't even like really change much, but in this case, I'm just going to go for it. And I've just realized that my luck is still only at level 2 when it should realistically be at level 3 for gold. So I upgrade it to level 3 for gold. And then once I do need ruby, I do upgrade it to level 4. And then when I've got the ruby pickaxe, I just max it out. So we should hopefully now be seeing a bit more gold because my luck is now a level higher. And we do get ruby, speak of the devil. But we do need gold. Ruby's nice. I can buy the next ruby pickaxe before the gold pickaxe at this rate. I only need 1 more ruby, and I need like 2 or 3 gold perhaps, so we'll just see what happens. And talk of the devil, we can now do it. So I can already afford to buy the ruby pickaxe when we break this ruby, because you do need 1.5k ruby, and we've got 1.62. So really good to see that, because we can auto upgrade to it. However, we still do need gold, and I can't get any. Where's my gold? I need gold. We want gold. Where's my gold? I can't get it. Are you kidding me? I'm getting so unlucky. I guess I might have slightly griefed, but even if I have, it's not really too big of a deal, right? Because we'll get it eventually, I hope. So we'll just have to see. But again, as soon as I can get gold, we should be able to get ruby straight away. And then we can upgrade the luck to max. And then we are pretty much good to go to farm for Minify level 3. So I'll leave this running. I'll get some gold first. And then once I've got the gold, we'll be right back. Unless I can do that now. No, I can't. You've got to try. You've got to try. So anyway, we'll see if we can get the gold. I'll be right back. Oh, we did get 1. I didn't even realize, but we still need some more. Oh, we got another one. Nice. So now we need another one. No? Okay, I was trying to use mic theory again. Sadly, it didn't work in this case. And now what will happen is we'll get the transition theory or the cut theory. And it'll be as soon as I go to start the video, I'll get it straight away. So I'll see you guys in probably about a minute after I've took a break. And yeah, I don't even know. I'm just yapping at this point. Anyway, I'll see you in a second. So the gold has now came in. We did actually get a second piece of gold as well, as I believe I was just resuming the recording. But anyway, we've got what we need. Let's go to craft the pickaxe, and then we can just craft this one as well, because I've already got the ruby like I mentioned. We'll upgrade luck to max, and now we are pretty much on track. So this is the milestones I was on about earlier. You can just put certain ores into the milestone board, and depending on certain things, as you can just see, I went from 4 to 5 with this one. And you can go for lead as well, and that one remained the same. Uranium, again, remained the same, and emerald, again, just... did that go up? Might have gone up by 1, I didn't really pay attention, to be honest. I just deposited and hoped for the best, without even really looking. But as you can see, that is an option. I would recommend to do it. And again, you can do whatever ores you've got. I would always try and do them, and then if you're at the point where you can go to Reincarnation 25, so say you're Reincarnation 24, it might be a good idea, again this is up to you, I'm just giving you a suggestion, but it might be a good idea to farm a bit of this and then put a lot of the ore into this and then get your 100 to use in the next, like just stay on 100 basically. Again, it's up to you. I did it, it worked well for me because I now have additional rune luck, and it helps when you try to get back up to Reincarnation 25 again in Prestige 1. So that's a suggestion. Do what you want with it. And again, it worked well for me. So I'll just be sharing that information with you. So that is pretty much the guide. I like how this is my pro guide video without it even really being a pro guide video. I just turned it into one. So that's all you really need to do. Or it's not really a pro guide as such. I can do a more in-depth tutorial if you wish. But again, this is just an unofficial guide, I guess. So hopefully you learned a thing or two from it. And that is pretty much all I've got to say. So we should now be able to get to Minify level 3. No, we can't. What do I need? How can I... Oh, okay, I know. Alright, so we're still missing one thing, sadly, but it should only take a second. I mean, we'll get it for the sake of it. That's probably where I'll end the video. So I'll just leave this running until I get it. Again, it should only take like a minute or two, I'm sure. It's not really too difficult once you do have max luck. So I'll be right back once I'm ready to reach Minify level 3. So we finally got what we need. We're breaking it at the moment. It is a rather healthy one, to say the least, at 2.5 trillion health, but that's where the ruby pickaxe comes in, because that way you can deal the most damage. And that's why it's good to have that pickaxe before you max out your luck, because otherwise, yeah, you'll be pretty much here forever at that point. So it is breaking. It doesn't really take too long. I mean, compared to others it does, but again, for where we are, it's pretty good, I guess. So we'll just be waiting for this one to break. Then we can do Minify 3, which I believe should be the max. And then we are pretty much all good to go. And the event drops today, I believe, at 7 PM UK time, which is where I am. So it will reset my ores. We only need 5. So this is now a prime example of doing what I preach to do. And now we can just go all in with these. I usually just deposit by 50% to begin with. And again, I'm just trying to get to as near as 5 as possible. So we are down to 8. And now we can go down to 6 even. And then we can go down to 1.6. Are you kidding me? I need 1. No, I trolled. Are you kidding me? Yeah, okay, I griefed. But anyway, whatever. It's fine. We'll get 1 more. So I just got to get 1 more. It'll only take a second. Well, it'll be instant for you guys. So I'll be back once I've got the 1 more. So we actually got one pretty much right away after. It's been maybe 20 seconds, if that. So we did get quite lucky. I guess that's the creator luck, YouTuber luck. But I'm joking, of course. But yeah, we did get one straight away. This time I'm not going to grief, and that is a guarantee. If I grief this time, I will give away a game pass. So I don't really plan on doing that, but that's why I'm not going to grief. So let's deposit this. I know I did have some already. The numbers didn't match, but it's all good. So now we just need to get down to about 5 again. Well, just slightly over 5, which is going to be easy because I'm not going to mess it up this time. So we are down to the wire already. And now that is too much. So we can do that one instead. And now we can go for 1.69. Okay, perfect. We now have 5.07. Okay, it was meant to be. So we did get there in the end. We can now hit Minify level 3, I believe. So let's do it, and we've maxed out Minify. So really good to see. We've managed to do it. And now we can just simply farm back to where we were, get back up to the max level again. We don't need dust because we've already got all our upgrades from before still, if you remember. So basically, all I need to do now is just farm my ores, and then we can just get back to where we were, back on track, and complete the game in a way. Well, sort of, without runes, but you know what I mean. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. I'm going to farm the rest of camera because you don't need to see me run through it all again, as I have done that already now on several different occasions. So thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you want to see more. And if there's anything you do want to see, drop a comment, let me know. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.